The Dallas-Fort Worth housing market is split right now. 87 sellers across Flower Mound, Southlake, and Argyle pulled their homes off the market completely last month. They never sold.
But a house in Flower Mound sold for more than $300,000 over asking price in just 2 days. And it's not the only one. Just down the same street, another home did almost the same thing, bringing around $126,000 over the asking price.
Same metro, same month, two completely different outcomes. It can be confusing if you don't understand what's going on.
So we're breaking down the entire DFW housing market county by county, diving into a few suburbs, and then showing you how to have the house that's positioned to sell in a few days for top dollar instead of the one that just sits for months and selling for less. Now, before we dive in really quick, we appreciate you clicking on this video. If you learned anything new today, hit the like button, get subscribed to the channel. And if you'd like to work with our team, we're very active right here in Flower Mound and the surrounding suburbs. You can book a call at the link below.
Let's start with how many homes are actually on the market right now, because this sets the stage for everything else. It's always about the supply and demand. So let's look at the supply or inventory of homes for sale.
Compared to this time last year, the number of homes for sale barely moved in Denton and Collin County, but in Tarrant and Dallas County, the number of homes for sale dropped almost 10% from a year ago. That means that buyers over there have fewer choices than they did last year.
Denton County sits at just over 6,000 homes for sale right now. Tarrant is close behind at almost 6,900 homes for sale.
Collin and Dallas County actually have the most homes sitting on the market, over 7,000 each. More options if you're shopping there, but more competition if you're trying to sell there. This is an important number to look at when you're positioning your home to sell or when you're buying. It will let you know if you have more or less negotiating power.
Moving on to months of supply. This number tells us if homes are actually selling or just piling up.
Think of it like this. If not one more home went on the market for sale starting today, this is how many months it would take to sell everything out there that's currently on the market.
Tarrant County is the standout here at under 4 months. Denton, Collin, and Dallas counties are all at around 5 months.
Under 6 months of supply is typically considered a seller's market. It means that there are more buyers out there right now than there are homes to choose from for sale.
So if you're selling, you're not up against a flooded market. You've got real buyers that are looking, but teetering on a more balanced market. And some pockets are even leaning into a buyer's market. It just depends on where you live.
Now let's look at how long it's actually taking homes to sell once they hit the market.
In Denton County, homes are averaging around 48 days before going under contract. That's a little faster than a year ago. Tarrant is the fastest of all four at 42 days, also faster than last year. Collin is the slowest at 52 days, and that's actually a little slower than a year ago.
And now the number that everybody actually wants to know, prices. Denton County's median home price is down 4.4% from this time last year. In real dollars, that's just under $20,000 less. Dallas County's down 2.6%, around $10,000, and Collin County's only down 1%, just under $5,000.
Now here's the one thing that's surprising. Prices actually went up in Tarrant County by 2%, or about $7,400. So across the board, prices have been bouncing around by a few percent up or down, depending on the area.
But here's the part nobody really talks about. If we zoom out, every one of these counties is up double digits over the last 5 years. Tarrant leads the pack, up almost 16%. That's $49,000 on the median priced home.
And if you owned a home even longer, go back 10 years, and Tarrant County is up nearly 77%. Denton and Collin County are both up around 51%, and Dallas is up around 66%.
Think about that. A Denton County home that was worth $283,000 10 years ago is worth around $430,000 today. That's $147,000 in equity just from holding on to it.
So here's what we tell our buyers all the time. If you're planning on staying in the home for at least 5 years, you're going to be okay. As long as you don't go overboard on renovations that you won't get back.
The real estate market has cycles. Even when you go back and look at the worst housing market that we've seen in our lifetime, the Great Recession, home prices in DFW bounced back within 3 to 5 years.
So why is the market split? It comes down to one thing. Buyers are looking for the best value for their money. And a lot of sellers are still trying to figure out exactly what buyers in this market actually find valuable.
This market has shifted from where it was a few years ago. So a home that needs updates, priced like it's 2022 when almost anything would sell, that's exactly where the difference shows up. Buyers expect one thing and some sellers are still expecting another.
Here's the thing though. When a home is priced right for what it actually offers, more buyers are interested. More interested buyers means more competition, and more competition is what drives the price up and shortens the time frame to sell.
But price it above what the market actually supports and buyers just skip it. It sits. And every week that it sits, fewer buyers even bother looking. It may eventually sell just for less than it would have the first week or two.
So look at Flower Mound, Southlake, and Argyle this last month. In every single one of these cities, homes that sold in 2 weeks or less sold at or above full asking price.
Homes that sat more than 2 months in those same cities, every one of them sold for less. In Flower Mound alone, that's almost $28,000 less.
Let's take a look now at these 3 suburbs to see what's going on in these markets, starting with Southlake. Homes there are taking about 28 days to sell on average.
And the median sales price is right around $1.4 million. And about 15% of homes that closed actually sold for more than the asking price.
So it's not lightning fast there, but homes priced right are still moving and moving well. Let's take a look at Flower Mound. This is where those 2 homes from the top of the video come in.
Homes here are selling in just 18 days on average, way faster than Southlake. And almost 3 out of 10 homes that sold went for more than asking price.
Even though some homes here are selling fast and for way over asking price, there are still some other homes that are just sitting, and they're either eventually selling for way below asking price or just taken off the market completely. It's the same story we see all across the DFW Metroplex.
Now, everything we just told you about Flower Mound is a citywide average. It doesn't tell you what your specific home is worth on your street and your condition right now. If you're curious what that actual number looks like for your home, just reach out. The link's below.
Now, let's talk about Argyle, because this is a completely different story.
Homes here are taking 58 days on average to sell. That's more than 3 times as long as Flower Mound.
And remember the number from the beginning of the video, 37 homes in Argyle came off the market last month without selling at all. That's almost as many as actually sold.
So if you're selling in Argyle right now, you can't price or market your home the same way you would have just a few years ago. The buyers have more choices and are being more selective. Homes that didn't match what they're looking for are just sitting.
So here's what this means for you. If you're selling right now, the sellers are getting the fast over asking results aren't lucky. They're pricing based on where the market actually is today, not where it was a few years ago.
And they're making sure their home shows well before it ever hits the market. They're only putting money into updates or staging touches that actually move the needle for today's buyer. That's why we invest in a personal stager that is very familiar with the local market and suggest only spending on smart updates for our clients.
And if you're buying right now, this split market actually works in your favor in some of these areas. Fewer other buyers competing for certain homes can mean more room to negotiate, but you have to know the market to understand where and how you can negotiate for the best deal. That's where having a real estate agent familiar with the current market and area is absolutely necessary.
If you're thinking about making a move soon and want to make sure that you know how to position your home to sell or position your offer to be accepted, go ahead and book a discovery call with us at the link below.
And if you watch this video this far and want to keep learning on how to sell smart in the Dallas suburbs, you may want to check out this next video where we tell you what to avoid and what actually works when selling your home.